Good evening. Ira Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of Tuesday, the 12th of September, 2023. All right, tomorrow, the 13th, CPI first thing in the morning. All eyes are going to be on it. It'll be the morning event. It lasts 15 minutes, 10 minutes. The market will react in a big way to it, maybe. Market is expecting increases in both the core and the headline CPI, and that's built in. And then the question becomes, is it enough of an increase? Is it a temporary increase? What does it do to the Fed thinking for next week? The market's already saying PPI is not all that important. It's retail sales on Friday that's super important. Interesting. Then in the euro, I'm watching this market pick up a little bit tonight. Now, the talk, and it's heavy talk, what will Miss Lagarde do? The doves are very vocal that they do not want to see another rate hike. They are making the argument, as the doves in the Fed are, that enough is enough. Let's see how this works for a little bit. You can already see the impact on Germany. That's what they're saying, and that's a big engine in the Eurozone, as to how their economy has been contracting. It is time to sit back and let the market play out a little bit. They're very worried there about stagflation, and they have rights to be. Have I not pointed out to you all the time that energy prices are going to be a big problem for them? Yeah, you're at $92 in Brent. That's a big number. Our home price is $88 a barrel. So these numbers are going to weigh on all that. When we come into the gold market, well, what interest rates do and what the dollar is going to do off the CPI are going to be major events. Don't treat them as minor. They're going to be major. On a weekly basis, the market's been unable to close back over 1939.5. When and if it does, it'll give the bulls the green light. They'll say it's time to join into this parade. But it hasn't. Right now, you're slipping back. Do you remember when I was telling you here, we had this vertical price break almost? Almost every day was a lower and low day. Remember that? And when it finally ended and you got up over a prior high, and I'll show it to you right here, I said it's like you pulled on a rubber band and the market gives you a bounce. You go up typically a third to a half of the size of the break, and then the market tries to tell you what's it going to do next. Well, this market is trying to say, I think, that it wants to be in a bear trend again. We have a pattern where you come down and you make up these highs and these lows. It's all over. It's a very difficult pattern. It's got lower lows, lower highs. What does it have? I'm finding it confusing for myself right here because, ready for the day that I'll show you where the problem is? Right here. This was an outside day up. How do I know? Well, this was one of the days I was telling my clients to, by the way, in the micro minis, to go short the market there and have a stop over that high. Went right up, took me out like that, all right? And I'm going, whoa, that's a big surprise, because you don't get a lot of outside days. Then the market comes right back down through that low. Guess what? If you've taken my outside day course, when that occurs, until you get back over this high, it doesn't look like this high was higher than that. It is. Until you get over that high, what do we have? We have the possibility the market's going to go to the lowest number under it. Is it a key moving average? No, it might be the Bollinger Band down here at the 1915 level. Day one was today. The rule doesn't work after 2 days. So the second day is tomorrow. If it's going to take it out, then you get the whipsaw, and I'll be talking aggressively. I think you're going back up here. Tomorrow's a big, big day for me in this market. I'll be watching it very aggressively. I jumped too fast with that. Oversold condition. Signals that I'm having a hard time. You got a higher high, lower and low. I'll wait for the chart to clear up. The one thing I felt comfortable with was telling you in the gold-silver ratio, I think you're into a triple top area. You came up there, and that is where you failed so far. In the silver, unlike the gold, you didn't get that outside day. You have a clear pattern of lower highs, lower lows, but you're very oversold. Trying to hold on to this to get to 2263 in an oversold market, very difficult. Wouldn't be surprised if the professional money's taken something off the table. Copper is void of a trend. You have a higher high, lower low pattern. Seem to be stuck, to be in honesty here, at the 18-day average where it doesn't know which way to move from there. The good news for copper, and there was good news today, is the Country Garden, which is the huge private development company in China. The offshore money voted to give them 3 more years. This is very, very important. So the company has a chance to get its house in order, be able to pay on a lot of its debt, get that done. Why were these people so gracious? Because if you take them to task and you have to sell at these distressed prices, even in China, where you going with that? Number 2, you don't have the government as a backstop helping you. This is a private company. All kinds of chaos can get done. Therefore, you almost have no choice. And just think about it. What are your choices? China can come in and say, hey, you're selling that at such distressed levels, we don't want you to do so. It's a nice way of saying if you try to go against them, what problem are you in? You're better off just hoping, crossing your fingers that another 3 years, maybe you can get something done, maybe their fortunes will change. That is what's going on. So, do I think that the government's going to come to the rescue of anything? I really don't. I think that the government is now not going to come out with bazookas of any type. They're letting the situations resolve themselves, and they're seeing out in the open market that the private sector is going to say, okay, let's just let things go. We don't have to put everything into a crash sale. In the platinum market, okay, we're getting to the point of short covering. You see here, you got oversold, you're getting a bounce. Not a buy signal, but I can make an argument you're going to go back to the 18-day average of closes. Fairly easy. And in the dollar, if you get a reading under 79, the odds strongly favor. You're not there yet. The odds would strongly favor. You're going back to the 104.03 level, about 65 points lower or so. Be careful. Tomorrow, you don't have protection tonight. When the dollar opens, what are you going to do for the 7:30 report in the morning? Got to be careful with that. We're going to discuss this and a lot more this coming Thursday. Remember, Thursday we're going to get the PPI number in the morning. We're going to have the European Central Bank make their decision. We'll be preparing ourselves for Friday morning's retail sales and next week's FOMC meeting. So we're going to have a live webinar. It's this Thursday. I'll open it at 12:15 p.m. I begin it at 12:30 p.m. You have to sign up to get there. You need a password and a link to get into it. You can move your cursor to the top right up here. When you move your cursor to the top, you'll see an icon. Give that a click, fill out the form. You will be sent an email with the link and the passcode to come in. Bring your questions, but ideally, if you have Spider ETF questions, send them to me ahead of time. The email that you get from us with your passcode and the link to get in has in it an area, write me the question. But give me a day or so. Don't write them to me 5 minutes before we're going to start. It's probably not going to get answered, all right? So we have a lot of people signing up. I hope to see you there. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. Give a click up here. I'll see you in the morning. Take care.